Hey everyone, the season finale of Star Wars Skeleton Crew just aired, and the entire series is now available on Disney Plus. The series really had such a promising start, but the real question is, did it land the story in the final episode? Before we dig in, please do be sure to like this video and subscribe for more reviews. Thank you so much. All right, so Skeleton Crew tells the story of four kids from At Attin, Fern, KB, Wim, and Neil, who stumble upon a ship and accidentally venture beyond their planet, only to find themselves in a battle against pirates who are desperate to find the kids' fabled planet. A sketchy pirate named Jude helps them escape, intertwining his story with theirs. Haunted by loss and pain, Jude is this complex and compelling character whose backstory gradually unfolds, revealing him as a force-sensitive person whose life took a rather dark turn after witnessing the murder of the Jedi who saved him, an experience that really has pushed him down a dark path of self-preservation and deep mistrust of others. The series weaves the children's coming-of-age adventure with Jod's morally gray choices, creating a really interesting, if not conflicted, narrative about survival, connection, and failed redemption. The interplay of hope and darkness feels uniquely rooted in the Star Wars legacy. So, Skeleton Crew isn't just another series in the franchise. It actually is an acknowledgement to fans, realigning with the core elements that make Star Wars resonate. By focusing on adventure and hope and light in darkness, the series really sets itself apart from some of the franchise's recent divisive storytelling choices. From the outset, the series really feels quintessentially Star Wars, featuring a compelling blend of youthful optimism paired with complex characters and just enough moral ambiguity to keep things really kind of interesting. The dynamic between the kids kind of blend optimism with adventure, while Jod's layered characterization adds darkness and intrigue, introducing a villain who straddles the line between hero and antagonist was kind of a bold choice, but I think it ends up paying off in the end, and it allows the series to dig into the impacts of a lifetime of loss and betrayal and giving us that juxtaposition of what life is like for those kids. And it shows us what it took for Jod to survive in the darker corners of the galaxy. More importantly, Skeleton Crew succeeds in creating a story with a fresh, new set of characters who appeal to fans and families alike, offering this exciting entry point into the Star Wars universe, especially for younger fans. Although Skeleton Crew really began with the lowest first week viewership of any Star Wars series on Disney Plus, with just under 382 million minutes watched, it steadily gained traction. And by the final week, it has received one of the best Star Wars rating scores on Rotten Tomatoes, with 91% critic scores and 81% audience scores, which is pretty phenomenal. But viewership numbers really remain hard to find past that first initial set of numbers that we got. The truth is, this is the best and most Star Wars centric show that has come out of Disney Plus in years, other than Andor. But this actually does feel so much more Star Warsy than even Andor did. And I think that its rough start can really be attributed to franchise fatigue and honestly a lack of trust after the storytelling choices and problems that they had in The Acolyte. People just were stung by that. And it's been a challenge to introduce all of these new standalone characters that really aren't tied to any other series or movie in the franchise. However, I think the last point might just be why Skeleton Crew resonated with the audiences who watched it so much. And I think it's why the story was actually so good. This kind of positive audience response highlights the series' ability to connect with viewers while also proving that a modest debut does not define a story's quality. The kids' arcs are as much at the heart of the series as Jod's, with each character really undergoing meaningful growth that feels both earned and impactful. Fern, she begins the story as a jaded leader who believes she knows best for everyone, but she evolves into someone who starts seeing the strength in her friends and learns the power of teamwork. Her hopeful outlook in the final episode, where she reflects to her mom on the galaxy's capacity for goodness, underscores her transformation. Wim's journey teaches him that protecting others, it isn't just about titles or powers, but about standing up for what matters most. His growing awareness of the risks needed for the greater good adds depth to his character. And Neil transitions from a passive follower into a courageous defender, proving his worth in a critical moment in the final episode as he fires on the pirate ship to protect his friends. And KB, though initially appearing understated or really under kind of represented within the larger group of kids, really showed in these little moments in these scenes throughout the episode and throughout really the series itself that she was the group's steady problem solver. And turned out she was the skilled pilot. Her quiet strength and willingness to sacrifice solidify her as an essential member of the team. Together, these kids grow into a cohesive team that embodies Star Wars' timeless themes of hope, resilience, and teamwork. They truly feel like the next generation of heroes, leaving a lasting impression on the franchise. While the children's story anchors the series, Jod's journey is equally compelling. His failed redemption arc stands out as one of the strongest elements of Skeleton Crew because we still want him to have that opportunity. From the beginning, his character is shrouded in mystery with enough Jedi like behaviors to tease fans into massive speculation, including me. This prolonged ambiguity of is he or isn't he a Jedi may have been a misstep for the series, as it created unrealistic expectations that the series ultimately subverted, but it didn't always feel good. Initially, Jod seems self-serving, but really his actions often reveal a more complex character. He protects and guides those kids when he could have easily betrayed them right from the start, hinting at his potential for redemption, which resonates with his pained comment in the final episode that nobody was supposed to get hurt. That plus the revelation that Jod was once a lost child saved by a Jedi who, yeah, was murdered in front of him after Order 66 reframes his connection to the kids, adding a poignant layer to his story. And sadly, his life of loss and betrayal has taught him to rely solely on himself, making his struggle and eventual downfall both inevitable and tragic, creating a real sense of incompleteness for his story. Jod's unresolved story leaves the door open for a potential spinoff. Could he have chosen a different path if circumstances had been different? Would he have embraced the light if not for the pirate threat that reappeared? These unanswered questions add a bittersweet edge to his character while laying the groundwork for a future story. There is potential for an exciting anti-villain arc that Star Wars could explore, which would make sense within the universe and would give Jod some level of uneasy redemption. In a galaxy with few remaining Force-sensitive individuals, Jod's presence could shift the balance of power or create enough trouble to bring out one of the few remaining Jedi or Sith to guide him forward. Given how well told Skeleton Crew was, a spinoff could be a natural, and it would create a bit more complexity and depth for the franchise by giving Jod space to explore his future as either a formidable villain or as a dark hero, as he grapples with his fractured past and the weight of his choices. Skeleton Crew is a fun adventure that really adds some unexpected complexity to the Star Wars franchise, given the fact that the series was really designed to be a bit inert. It balances the kids' optimism with Jod's cynicism, weaving themes of hope and redemption and the classic struggle between light and dark into an interesting family-friendly narrative. The final episode ties these threads together, showing that even in tragedy, there is hope for a brighter future. Jod's complexity as a character really elevates the story, reminding us that not all villains are purely evil, some are simply broken, and they are often their own worst enemy. Combined with the kids' adventurous spirit, Skeleton Crew becomes a journey worth taking for families and fans alike. If you've been holding off, I think it's safe to say that Skeleton Crew is absolutely ticket worthy, which kind of essentially means it's worth a month of Disney Plus. With the full series being available for binging, Skeleton Crew may not redefine the franchise by any means, but it absolutely captures what made so many of us Star Wars fans when we were kids. So, Skeleton Crew, have you watched it? What did you think of Jod and the kids' journey? And what's going to happen to At Attin now? Drop a comment below and let's chat about if this is positive or if this is a negative sign for the series or not. While you're here, please like this video and subscribe for more. And why not share this video with someone who just might enjoy this series to let them know what it's all about. That's it for now. Thanks so much, everybody. I really appreciate you being here. But while you're here, why not check out one of these reviews? Thanks so much and bye for now.